Hello guys and girls. Thought I'd do a little video today on 3 very important posture mistakes that you don't want to be making when you're learning the drums. And I'm going to use myself as an example here because I drummed for probably at least 6 or 7 years without any awareness of my posture. I just played. And really things started going bad. Started getting bad back, started getting tendonitis, started getting neck pains. And I ended up learning the hard way. And it was from doing a lot of teaching that I started to see common patterns forming in most of my students, and especially children. So here are the 3 things that you definitely want to avoid. So here's my usual playing posture. Now it's not perfect from all these years of slumping, but the main thing is, see there's a nice L shape from my shoulder to my elbow, and I'm nice and relaxed on the shoulders and the wrist. So this is what I call the chicken. You can see my arms are raised up, my elbows raised, my shoulders raised. So there's a lot of tension in my upper body and I'm not really playing from the wrist. And this is one that children often do. They find it hard to coordinate themselves. And you know, it's obviously just not very good and it's not very efficient, and you'll find yourself coming to a lot of problems with this fairly quickly, especially when you start trying to play fast. So this next position I call the TRex, because it looks like a T-Rex dinosaur, and there's lots of flexion from the elbow, and this position can feel right for some drummers because they're isolating the wrists, but it's isolating like a flexed position in the wrist. There's a lot of playing into the drum and not a lot of playing off of the drum. And this is going to lead to tendonitis and all sorts of other problems, you know, with overworking the wrist in the wrong dysfunctional way. So this last one I'm going to call the twist. And this is the one that I found myself falling into for several years of playing. You can see there, I'm struggling to get height out of my left hand and get power on the snare. So what I've done, I've twisted my body round, moved my right hand around a little bit on the hi-hats to give myself more room. And I've seen some drummers play like this with perfectly good technique, but if you twist round too much, and you start getting to the habit of playing like this, it can be really bad for your body and your technique. And it can be quite natural to fall into this when you're starting off with, because our left hand is weak compared to our right if you're right-handed. And so we'll do all sorts of things to compensate for its weakness to try and get some power out of that snare drum. And this is what I ended up doing, and I never ever really corrected it. Yeah, and it was only when I saw a physiotherapist a few years ago, and they made me realise how out of line my shoulder blades were. And man, it's been this ongoing journey trying to fix my technique, and I still have big balance issues between my left and right hand. And it's not to do with my wrists, but it's to do with my shoulders. So make sure you are not twisting at the drum kit. Set up your kit properly, learn to play properly, because man, believe me, it's worth it. So I can't stress enough the importance of posture, not just on a drum kit, but in life in general. So if you start learning drums with poor posture, you are going to get back pains, you are going to get tendonitis. You have to spend money on seeing physiotherapists and loads of other stuff that you just really don't want. But beyond the drum kit, it represents you in real life as well. Chances are if you're playing drums with your head down and you're all hunched, you're probably walking around life like that as well. And that's an indication of who you are as a person. So, you know, you want to be sitting tall, you want to be sitting confident, you want to be relaxed. These are all good things. And if you learn to be like that on a drum kit, you can learn to be like that in the rest of your life as well. And everything's going to get a lot better, believe me. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. There's going to be loads more stuff coming. Can't wait.